The reality of being a passport bro. In reality, being a passport bro is, first of all, super cheesy to call yourself a passport bro. Super cheesy because there are a lot of people who do go to foreign countries outside of the United States. I myself am a citizen of the United States. I have been traveling for the past 3 years across Latin America. I've never experienced, outside of United States, outside of Latin America, so North and South America. I never went to Australia, Africa, Europe, Asia. Never been to that part of the world, but I do have some experience here in Latin America. Traveled to various different major cities here: Mexico City, Medellin, Bogota, Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Buenos Aires, Argentina, and a few other countries in between. I myself, I guess I could consider myself a passport bro or an expat. An expat is a expatriate. We call them expats. However, today, whenever someone considers himself a passport bro or something along the lines like that, the reason they're traveling to these different countries is because they're actually wanting to be sexpats. So they travel to these various different countries so that they can, experience sex tourism. Not that that's, necessarily bad or horrible on there, and they're paying someone for a service or product, whatever. But yeah, that's kind of the reality of going to these different places. You meet very, very interesting people. You meet funny people. You meet interesting people who are doing things in life. Really cool because you go to expat places like dances, discos, language exchange places, and you meet a lot of people who are doing stuff, who have businesses, who are working online, because a lot of times to really experience the city, you need to be there for at least 30 to 60 days to say that you've actually experienced the city. And yeah, but anyways, very cheesy. Anyone who calls themselves a passport bro right now, I'd consider being a passport bro the golden era, because for one, travel is cheap. Travel's cheap. Housing, your apartment, not as cheap as it once was prior to COVID, but everything else has inflated. The reality is you're going to spend about 3/4 the amount of money that you would in the United States if you're a United States citizen. Let's see here. Really, really great place to lifestyle max. Really great place to network with, to friendship maxing, I guess you could say. But whenever it comes to doing business, to speaking to people who are actually making, 50K plus a month, you probably won't see them traveling throughout South America as expats unless they're investing into real estate, they're investing into the markets, they're opening up businesses. But I'd really consider just coming and experiencing Latin America. Very beautiful place. As well, whenever it comes to dating, night scene, nightlife. However you are in the United States, I would recommend, or I would say that you'd be finding the same quality of women here in Latin America. You're not going to come and, you find a girl or a guy, whoever you are, that will cook and clean for you. You're not going to find anything like that. If you yourself, you're not the person that's putting your foot down to establish a relationship. It's not like, you're just going to get a plethora of women that are just going to be coming to you in abundance. You yourself, you still got to work for it. You still got to put in the efforts, but would really, really recommend because it is different. Anyways, peace, guys.